Hey, how's it going, guys? This is Papa Joe, and we're chilling here at the mail shop. We got a different setup today, because honestly, it's like 99 degrees outside and it's pretty damn hot. So we figured we'd chill out here. Different spot, and it's really cool. It's even cooler because today we have an old friend of ours here, Boosty.
Hola, hola.
We go way back with him from his Rivati days. Lots of good memories with you, man. Lots of good shows. I remember we used to run into each other a lot because, like, you guys would be playing shows that my son would be playing at, and like sometimes we make special trips just to watch you guys because you guys are all like family to us. And still, man, like you're the only dude that I call my brethren because you are my brethren.
I thought it was curious that you said you started in 2012, right? Taking pictures for the music scene
Yeah,
in the Percolator days. And
Yeah.
that's when we were jamming out a lot at the Percolator. So, I mean, in a sense, we started together.
yeah, yeah. I was taking pictures before that when Joseph was in a band with Vlad, who was in Rivati.
Ounce of,
They used to have their first
Ounce of Hope.
middle school band. They were called Ounce of Hope.
Yeah.
So that was pretty much like the time that like sparked my real interest in band photography because I used to take my son there. I would shoot him and his friends while they were practicing in Alex, the drummer's backyard. And I don't know, man, I just went crazy after that.
Was it like a long journey for you to learn the camera work and when you got serious about it?
Yeah, dude. If you ever wonder about that, just go to my photo page and go back about 6 years, and you can see the changes.
Transitions.
Yeah, the stuff
The
that I learned
evolution.
along the way. Yeah, I mean because I always liked it, but I always thought it was just point and shoot because that was like the extent of my experience. But once I started getting more serious about it, I was really motivated to learn and to do research on how to just get better material, so that the bands could be better represented with like hopefully close to legit, multimedia.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Hell yeah, dude.
cool.
That's what I do. I point and shoot when I do my videos, so
Yeah,
I
used to
still
do
have
that.
autofocus. So.
Yeah, but now I understand the importance of learning your settings of your camera, the different modes you can shoot in, lighting. A lot of venues are dark. So
And all
just
that
kinda-
takes work and studying. So
And-
props to you, Pops.
Thanks, man, and passion too, because honestly, I love it, man. Cool. Okay, so let's get into Boosty, man. Talk to us about your new project.
Yes, my new project. I spent all of last year recording my album inside my room. And finally, I was able to release it. And right now, I'm just on the lookout for shows and pretty much just trying to promote myself.
Okay, so like I know what your sound was like from past experiences with you. Uh, is it similar to that? Because I noticed when you were still with Rivati towards like the end of Rivati, you were starting to do a lot more creative stuff on your own, like on your part. Still being in the band, but you're getting more creative with your vocals. So did that kind of like set you up for what you're doing now?
Pretty much, it sure did. There was this one point where I was like watching this video by this girl named Grimes. She was doing like this Seattle show, and I saw her setup, and I was just all like, I'm halfway there, man. Because her setup was like a synthesizer, a vocal pedal, and her drum machine, and then her mixer. And I was like, I'm halfway there, man. So the idea of doing a solo project was something that I was already flirting with. I wanted to have both the band and the solo, but I mean, gotta take what you get.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, and also it's cool being in a band and everything, and making music together and having that kind of relationship. But there's also nothing like being self-sufficient, and you know that you can rely on yourself more than you can rely on anybody else.
Yep.
If it's important to you, you're gonna bust your ass to do it, and you can do it on your own. I speak from experience with that because like Judy and I, we kind of take that mentality regarding our vlog project. It's fun, man. We love doing it, and if it's just her and I, we know that we count each other. We know we're on the same page, and we know exactly what we expect from each other. So like you being on your own, you know exactly what you want, man. There's no gray area.
Yeah.
Take care
The
of it
one
all.
thing I do miss about being in a band is the beauty where you can't be a control freak in a band. You gotta give and take, and at the end of the day, all you can do is throw out an idea, but there's 3 other minds at work, and so that's what I miss because I'm a big control freak. And this project, I'm like unleashing that control freakness on, but I do miss that other where you had to wait and be open with other people.
Compromise,
So,
yeah.
Compromise,
Yeah,
yeah.
and it's funny because you guys had a song titled "Control."
Yeah. Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so like talk to us about your personal music history. Like, Dude, I remember the first time I heard Ravati with you before I even met you, and I always thought this dude has it, man. Like, they have a good vocalist, they have a good frontman. Like, I admired everything about what you brought to Ravati.
Thank you.
So, like, talk to us. What brought that?
Well, for the Ravati days, obviously, I was a huge fan of the Red Hot Chili Peppers in high school. Huge, because it was just someone that I was like, wow, I can actually hit those notes, you know? And so I started off with a tribute band. Well, now it wasn't even a tribute band. It was just a fucking talent show. We only did one song, actually. But it was I Can't Stop. And after that, you know, it was in front of, like, the whole student body. And so, anyway, starts from that, of course, hip-hop. And I'm into all types of music, so.
Nice.
So I try to pick and choose from all the way over here, even from my Mexican brothers to the Italian brothers to the fucking everyone. So
Yeah, and I always noticed that it's not so much a Latin vibe, but there was kind of like a little bit of a Latin flavor in the things you guys were doing with Ravati.
especially now, there's like I have three songs now that have like Spanish lyrics, and it goes back and forth. It's like an English chorus with a Spanish verse. So
Nice.
that's why I call it Chuco Pop and Pocho Pop. That's the way I
Pocho
label
pop.
it.
Dude, Pocho's the word that came to my mind.
Yeah.
So is that what you would like? Your sound you would call it
Chuco Pop.
Chico Pop, dude. That's awesome, man. Might be starting a movement there.
We
You
might.
know, and I have noticed there's like several local artists here who have that Latin vibe. Like I'm not sure if you're familiar with Table Man. He's a local DJ, and all of his beats are all Latin influence, and it just feels like when you hear his music, you feel like you're like at a cookout on a Sunday afternoon.
What was his name again?
Tabo Manas.
Ted Bowman.
Tabo Man. He's
Table
with Born
Manners.
Sinners.
Okay.
Check them out, man.
Yeah,
They just
definitely.
released some new stuff. And it's on Spotify, so you can check them out. We've had them featured also on our vlog.
Cool.
Okay, and your sound, so it's Chico Pop.
Chico
You've already listed your influences. Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anybody else that comes?
Oh yeah, well that was in the band days. It's just that was back then. Obviously now it's more Fever Ray. She's from Sweden. Boards of Canada. Grimes, like I mentioned earlier. Huge fan of Grimes. She's from Canada. Just a lot of European influences, and yeah, that's what I'm going off of now. The Knife.
Yeah, cool. And, and one thing that I always thought was cool about you, like seeing at shows, is that your mom's like, she's there quite a bit with you, man.
Hell yeah, my mom was my biggest supporter. Biggest supporter.
It's awesome, man. The people who know Judy and I, they know that we can really appreciate parents who come out to their kids' shows and are just there, just present, appreciating it, because we see a lot of bands, we go to a lot of shows, and it's very rare when we meet parents, and that's not a knock on parents, because I know people are busy and shit. But if you make time for your kid, man, it goes a long way.
It does.
Yeah, you never know.
And you never know what you might find along the way. I mean, look at you. You were just trying to take pictures, and now you're a big advocate in this scene.
I was just giving my
Well,
kid
you and Mama Judy,
I was just giving my kid a ride to shows, and
I know, and that's how it started. And look at where that rabbit hole took you. So,
yeah, nice. I ended up in a venue,
hell yeah.
Percolator.
Yep, and now you have your own venue, Metal Shop Blog, or
Yes.
Metal.
I wanted to start this segment by giving a shout out to our buddy Javier Martinez. Thanks to him, I'm on day 29 of my alcohol-free challenge.
I was trying to break it. I was trying really hard to fucking break it, but he doesn't want to.
No.
And I even brought pecan beers all the way from New Mexico.
Got water, man.
Damn you, Javier.
No, and Javier's doing awesome too, man. I'm pretty proud of him.
Yeah.
And it's not.
I'm pretty sure I saw some Snapchats of him sneaking in a few, so.
No, I know him better than that, man. And it's not because I'm not an alcoholic. It's just something that I saw he was doing.
Personal
I thought,
challenge.
A
Personal
Too,
challenge.
man.
Yeah.
And it's cool, man, because I don't drink a lot, so it wasn't that hard for me. And the best thing about it is that tomorrow's day 30, and then tomorrow's Thursday, when this interview's taking place. Today's Wednesday. Friday, my son graduates from college, so I'll be able to celebrate with him because I can drink.
Hell yeah, congrats, Joseph.
Cool. Yeah, man. It's always good to challenge yourself, man. Even in little shitty challenges like that I'm doing.
And while we're on the topic of Javier Martinez, a big shout out to that video that he did of him on the road. I fucking dissected that shit, and it really motivated me and inspired me, and I'm really looking forward to going on a DIY tour myself, and thank you for doing that shit, man. That's very inspiring.
Like $20, I think. He had like $20, and he did a tour of like New Mexico and Arizona.
Yeah. And just to see the actual realistic thing, not something that was edited with like music or anything, just being in the car with whoever it is you're touring with, that it was just awesome, man.
Yep. Props to Duck. He goes by Duck now. D-U-C-K, period.
Duck?
Yeah, that's his new stage.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into your original music. Like, how many songs you said you were writing over the past year?
Uh-huh.
But I know it goes further back than that, right? Because I know you're very creative, and I'm sure you've been working on stuff. And
Yeah, but you know how expensive gear is. You know how long that takes, and if you don't have a sweet budget, you know it takes a while. And so, 1 year was just buying the gear. The second year was putting it to use, and this year is promoting. So I did have a few beats that I was working on the year when I was buying the gear, and I had ideas, but again, it's kind of hard when you don't have like a laptop to record on or the software, and it's just very fucking expensive.
Right.
But
so, how many songs would you say you have right now?
I have
Original
8 songs. 8 original songs. I'm working on one right now. Actually, was working on it on the weekend. It's about a 30-minute set, I believe. I can milk it to 40 minutes. So yeah.
Nice, dude. That's good, man. And is all that like new material, or is it stuff that you've had that you kind of like reworked, or is it?
No. It's new material. Yeah, all new.
Nice. And you say, is that stuff? Any of that stuff recorded as of today?
What do you mean?
Do you have any of that material recorded?
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I got an album already.
Nice. Was it like formally released?
Just on Facebook. I didn't have like an EP release party because I've been out for 2 years, man. So the music scene changed. A lot of people changed. People got more power. People got less power, and it's just new faces. And I'm just trying to reincorporate myself into that. So, and it's not like I talked about this for the past 2 years. It's just one of those things that just came out of nowhere, you know. So.
Okay, cool. So, like, where can people listen to it? Is it all like on physical copies, or do you have it on Facebook?
I'm working really hard. I have a lot of fucking demos, so I'm gonna be giving out free demos at shows, so you can pick them up there. Go see me, play live, and you'll get a free demo. It's on Reverb Nation. It's on SoundCloud, and it's pretty much what I got right now.
Nice, man. Okay, so have you always been the main writer for your projects?
Yeah, lyrically.
Lyrically, yeah.
Lyrically. Mm-hmm.
Cool. And so, like, what do you write about? Like, what do you write about now as compared to, your writing style in the past?
I've always really been into conspiracy theories, and I'm a huge, I just like seeing stuff beyond the mainstream media. So I try to write about that. I try to write about spiritual stuff. I'm a very spiritual guy, even though I don't follow any religion. I'm a very, very spiritual guy. And so it's just a combination of that and whatever relationship I happen to be in at the moment. So it obviously makes its way in there. So
nice, yeah. And are you still into like aliens and stuff like that?
Of course.
I don't think that. I think anybody who's into aliens, it's just like it's part of them. It's part of their grain.
Well, if you want to deny the fact that life is infinite, and if you want to deny the fact that, I mean, it's already been proven by science that there's like billions of planets out there that they've come across, planets that have the same structure as ours. So if you want to deny that, I mean, you go right ahead. I'm someone that's very open to me, that just shows how infinite our creator really is, just by looking at life outside of this planet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just a reminder of how infinite our creator is. So
I thought it was just us and Planet B. And there's more than that?
Yeah, right. I thought the universe revolved around us.
Dude, and then like we're flat, so.
Mm-hmm. I almost fell off the earth like 2 weeks ago. I had to hold on.
I haven't fallen off in 29 days.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's go ahead and take like one of your songs apart.
Okay.
Just pick whichever song you like really enjoy performing the most.
I guess right now the one that I have a music video to, which is Cero XX Cero, but it's originally called Oxo. But and that's actually a gas station in Juarez, and that's why I made that joke, because when I go over there, I'm all like, "Hey man, let's go to the fucking Cero XX Cero to go buy some beer," and they're like, "Oxo way, Oxo." So anyway,
like, Neta way.
Yeah, I'm just like, nah, me gusta Cero X más mejor. And anyway, I like that song only because there's a line that I write that says, "Amor por mis vecinos, cruzando sin permiso, mucho gusto, bienvenido, un viaje, un camino," and I think that just, it's just an invitation to all my brothers that are illegal. Please jump your way over here, make your way over here, start a life. My great grandma was illegal, and thank God she made that jump. So
True. That's cool, man. And I envy the fact that you still go to Juarez, dude. I wish I had the. I don't know. I wish I could still go over there because I used to enjoy going over there.
yeah.
But I don't know, man. Like I still don't have faith in my safety.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be safe going over there, man, because you still hear about crazy shit.
I did hear it's getting rowdy again.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I haven't been in like, geez, the year. So it's not like I go every weekend. But I know Helen from Dulce Mal goes a lot. They play a lot of shows over there. So hopefully I can gain some guts from her and Gabriel.
And that's the one thing that I really wish I could do is like go to shows in Juarez. I know they have a really good music scene, and there's like
just
so
so
much
independent.
talent in Juarez, dude.
Uh-huh.
It's like ridiculous. And it's too bad that we won't go over there, you know, because
And just
because
like
of
you
that.
brought up in other vlogs, that they're just so go-getters, you know, they're so independent. They're like, all right, we're gonna milk whatever it is, a picture. Okay, we're gonna use that on flyers. We're gonna use that on posters,
Billboards,
everything.
dude. No lie, man. Like we took pictures for our good friends in Heavy Soul when they were here in Juarez, and dude, like we did like it was a long photo shoot downtown. They had us walking from one end of downtown to the other, and those pictures turned up in billboards all over Mexico.
Oh shit.
And it was awesome, man, to see that stuff, to see these kids doing that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, these dudes picked up their stuff and moved to the F,
Huh?
you know, the capital, and that's ambition right there, man. That's,
Fuck yeah.
it's crazy, man. So yeah, man, props to all the musicians in Juarez and in Mexico, man, because you guys come over here and you guys kick some ass, man. And you know, it's just too bad we can't go there. If we could, we would, man. But we'll appreciate you guys when you play here in El Paso. Cool. So you said that people can hear your stuff on Bandcamp and Reverb Nation.
No Bandcamp, just Reverb Nation and
Reverb Nation
SoundCloud.
And SoundCloud. Cool.
And if hit me up, man, send me a message. I'll send you the links, free downloads, free everything, man. I'm
And you recorded everything yourself, DIY?
in my room. Boosty Records.
That's what I was gonna ask. Boosty Records. And do you record for anybody else, or is it just?
Nah,
for
just
yourself?
me, man. Just because I wouldn't want to offer that to anyone because I'm not. I taught myself,
Nice.
so it wouldn't be quality that I would feel comfortable to distribute to someone else. I do it for myself because that's all I have right now. And
Yeah, I get you. That's something that's like people are very passionate about. So, hey, man. I mean, I'm sure eventually you're gonna get to a level where you can.
well, I'm sure, man.
offer
I'm sure
that
by the time I
service.
turn 33 and I get all, all worn out, I'll be like, all right,
When
man.
he's 33 and he's old.
Yeah, all wrinkled. I'm already getting wrinkles right now, man. This light is a little
Dude, I just turned 50, and I can tell you guys that I'm having the best time of my life, man. right
nice.
now. Life is great, man. Don't be afraid of getting old, man. Shit, you're only as old as you feel. You know, some people are 50 and they just stay home and watch TV and don't do shit. But you gotta enjoy life while you can, man.
I always hear stories of grandpas in Colombia that they're like 93 years old and they take a shot of tequila every night and they're fucking walking miles just to go to work. They're still working and they could probably outrun me. So, so note to self: always take a tequila shot or any form of alcohol at night.
Or water. Okay, so now it's time for the show-off segment. Fucking love shows. We've been to 33 shows so far. 33? It's not too bad, man. We're at the beginning of May, so like 8 shows a month. We still have some ground to gain, so we can keep up with last year's pace, but we'll get there. So on that note, you were talking earlier about the fact that you've already played 2 shows with the new Boosty.
With this project, yes.
Talk to us about those shows.
It was one of them was at Neon Rose. I basically played to the bartender, but it was good experience for the mixer and the sub mixing and all that shit.
Setting up and everything.
Yeah. And my other one was a 420 Fest, and thank you, Mr. Colts, for hooking me up with that show. He literally squeezed me in there, man, and thank you for that.
Where was that one? Which
It
one?
was on Montana, and it was between a car lot, and it was outside, and it was actually really good, man. I had some random people after my set come up to me and genuinely say, like, hey, man, how can I keep up with you? How can I find your music? How can I keep up with you? And I'm like, oh, cool, So,
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of people will recognize you from your Rivali days. Does that happen, or
it used to, like,
are there too many new people in the scene now?
no, it used to, but not anymore, not that much. But, I mean, since it is a show-off thing for the shows, can I talk about the shows I did with Ravati?
Of course you can, man. Dude, it's all your personal experience, all your musical experience.
One time we did Balloon Fest, which was awesome. We opened up for Hellstorm, and I think it was you who got a video of me moshing with the crowd, right?
I don't think so, man. I don't think I've ever shown at Balloon Fest.
No? Okay. Well, there's a video on YouTube where I'm playing the song Control, the one that you mentioned earlier. And I actually jump off stage during the solo and I mosh with everyone. And then I find my way back on stage and I land the fucking lyrics on cue. So there's that. And Trapped, we opened up for Trapped at Tricky Falls. That was awesome. We've played Tricky Falls like 3 times or 4. Other than that, I guess those were the bragging ones.
Yeah, one of the coolest parts of one of your Rivali shows was when I think you guys were doing like a battle of the bands for So Not Psyched, and then like you did a whole bunch of firecrackers at the end of your set, like right in the middle of the
I got in big trouble for that one.
And like a whole, I captured the moment.
You did.
Right when they fucking started going off.
You
and
did.
Little
That
kids'
chick was
faces
like,
all- That was awesome, dude. Those are the memories right there, man.
Hell yeah. That and one time I lit a smoke bomb at Lowbrow Palace, which I am not proud of. And it was a horrible idea. Alex was like drumming and he saw me lighting it. He's like, no, no, no. And I just said yes. And we were building a crowd, man. Like genuinely, people were like going away from the bar to come see us. And then I lit the fucking smoke bomb and it stunk. So everybody left. But I don't do that anymore, Lowbrow. So
Yeah.
please get me back. I bought lights now. So
He's learned to
I learned my lesson.
show etiquette.
No more pyrotechnics.
I mean, honestly, I've seen people light worse things at shows, so not too bad.
Yeah.
Okay, so like, where would you like to play? But you haven't had the opportunity to play yet.
Honestly, I'm just down to play, you know? Like I said, I already did Tricky, Lowbrow, all that. I would love to do it now with my new project, but again, any show I'm game for. And sometimes it's not even about the venue, it's just about the ambiance, the vibe that you have with people, you know? And sometimes you can play a badass venue and there's only like one person there. So it's like, you know, or sometimes you can play a hole in a wall and it's fucking crowded with alcoholics. So,
Dude, we've been to shows where there's only 2 people in the crowd.
Mm-hmm.
Judy and I.
Yeah.
Judy and myself.
Yeah.
But, you know, we appreciate it, though. We still appreciate the fact that the bands give it their all, even though
Hell yeah.
the venue's not packed. Cool. So, and, okay, you mentioned that you've opened for Hailstorm. Dude, that's awesome. Hailstorm and Trap.
Murder FM, it was us and then Murder FM and then Hellstorm. But we were like third to that, so.
Yes.
And we
You can
almost
definitely show
opened.
off about that.
We almost opened for Puddle of Mud, but that's when that motherfucker decided to throw his microphone to the crowd in Dallas, and he went to jail for that, and so they canceled their tour, and so we were one of the locals that didn't get a chance for that.
Yeah, I think it's time just to give up on Puddle of Mud playing a show.
Oh yeah, I agree. But that would have been a sweet show to play.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Fuck yeah, dude. So, like, what are some artists that you would like to open up for with your current project? Who do you think your sound and your style now would mesh well with? Whether they're local or touring?
I'll start with local. I'd say they're not really local. They're from Albuquerque, I think. They're called Lindy Vision, and they're fucking badass. They're a trio. They're chicks. The drummer, she like drums, and then she'll get up and dance because it's kind of half electronic, half drumming. So them, I would love to open up for them. I would love to open up for Brother Dirty Bird. He's a friend of mine.
Oh, yeah.
We went to high school together.
Central.
Yeah, man. Who else?
I think you would mesh well with Dulce Mal too.
I agree. Dulce Mal, man, hook me up. I want to jam with y'all.
Yeah, like flashbacks to the days at that Hard Angel Revolver when you guys played with Los Deambulantes.
Yeah. And you know what? I've noticed that there's not really a mixture of genres now for shows. Like it's really it's kind of like if it's rock, it's rock. If it's hip hop, it's hip hop. There is a show coming up where it's half metal, half hip hop, which is gonna be cool.
Yep.
But I remember when I was in a band, it's like remember that girl Magnifique? She's
Magnifique, yeah, Jamie.
Yeah, she's like the rep now for like what Ampeg or something.
Yep.
Cool, man. Well, one time we played with them and they're pop duo with bands and they kicked ass. And I'm all like, what happened to those shows, man?
Yep. Yeah, and also like you mentioned that it'd be cool to like blend different genres for shows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Like Judy and I had a meeting this week with some young ladies who are starting up a really cool project. You can find them on Instagram. It's Open Heart and Art, and it's all like based on promoting the arts, like and youth. And we were talking about. I don't know. I know that they've mentioned it before, so I'll go and bring it up. They're planning on having shows also where they have like artists display their art and different genres playing at the same show, so that it's just like very inclusive, you know. And it also opens lines of communication for different parts of the music community, which is pretty awesome. I mean, and Judy and I are excited to be a part of it. It's great. Yeah, we'll be helping them out any way we can. So you guys can be on the lookout for that. Follow them on Instagram. It's Open Heart and Art, and that's local. It's El Paso. Cool. Okay. And on that note, talk to us about any promoters who you've worked with like over the years. I know Alex Vargas.
Yeah, definitely. Now he's Audio Live, and he's the one that sponsored this whole thing. Like, you're a fucking badass, brother. Hook a brother up with a show. I'm ready. Other than that, Christian Yanis, he's hooked us up with some good shows with the band when I was in Ravati. As of recent,
Chocolate, Chris Lauder. As a matter of fact, back in the day, Judy and I were judges on a battle of the bands that you guys won at the War Room.
Yeah.
I think that was a wartime.
Yeah.
When's that wartime intro?
I don't think it was war.
It was wartime. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause
okay.
Chris asked us to judge that one.
Cool. Yeah, I remember that night. That was a crazy night.
Really
As of
great.
recent, Alan Martinez just hooked me up with a show at Love Buzz that's happening on June 1st, and it's going to be on a Friday. They're still debating whether it's going to be an 80s theme or a pajama party, but we'll see. But yeah. And
Nice.
Colt, he hooked me up recently, so
Yeah, with that 420.
yeah, man.
Nice. And so, let's talk about what are some things that you see at shows that make you happy, other than like seeing your mom out there in the crowd.
That make me happy.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now I'm really happy that the music scene is in 5 Points, Love Buzz, and Neon Rose. Like, that's my hood right there. So I'm just like, yes.
Dude, there's also like 501 Bistro.
Okay, I haven't been there, but
Five
yeah.
Points Bistro. I'm sorry. 501
Oh,
Bistro
yeah,
is
yeah.
downtown.
But they're more like cover bands, right? Which is, music is music, but
yeah.
yeah.
It's still like another place that's very close to like, dude. It's like across the street from Love Buzz.
That and Persian Inn.
Pershing Inn also.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm very excited that right now it seems like it's really popping right now. Like at Love Buzz, every time you go there on the weekend, man, it's fucking packed. There's always a show. Their stage is awesome. So like, yeah, that's what kind of makes me happy right now.
Yeah, that's one of the venues where I collaborate with AJ, Adam, from DNA, and we have like a monthly show. That one that you mentioned, that mixed genre, that's one of ours. It's like a metal hip hop.
Nice.
So
How come you didn't hook me up with the show?
Because most of the time he gets the bands, and then if he needs my help, I'll help him out.
I'm just joking.
But for the most part, I mean, Adam, he's been a promoter for like so many years that he doesn't have problems finding people to play.
Okay.
So yeah,
I do want to play at Monarch. I really want to play at Monarch. They fucking are badass there. So
yeah.
I think the guy from Nalgadas is the dude there, right?
Leo, yeah, Leo Lara.
Cool. So
He's a good dude, man.
hook a brother up.
Yeah, it's cool. I like going to shows there at Monarch.
Fuck yeah.
It's cool because like you go to a show like at Love Buzz, and then the shows at Monarch in general they start kind of late, so you can go to one there afterwards. It's cool. Okay, so let's talk about your social media. I'm looking at your Facebook page. So if people want to find you,
Facebook.
search.
Yeah, you can Facebook Boosty, but you probably won't find that. So just fucking add me, Stevie Ray Bustamante, and we probably have mutual friends anyway. So, you can add me like that. Instagram, again, it's my own personal Instagram, but I'm starting to use it for my music. So it didn't make sense to me to make a new one and try to collect followers. So I just use my personal one. So Instagram, Boosty, Boostaaay. I know it's so hard to remember, but
Yeah, I just did a search for Boosty, Boosty, and you came up.
did I?
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
so-
Well, then Boosty, search it.
Just
That way I
search.
don't have to add you in my personal account.
Yeah, I mean, keep up with them any way you can. Okay, so what about any? You said
I
you
actually
did an
wanted your
Instagram
opinion. What do you think of that picture?
It's cool, man. Who took it?
I did, and I edited it and everything.
That looks good. I like it. I like
And that's not even like an effect. So that's actually just a light that came through, but I milked it with some filters.
Yeah, yeah.
And
It's very like mysterious, dude.
nice.
Piquing my interest like a motherfucker.
I had to get his input because it's Papa Joe. It's fucking
like it.
Papa Joe.
I like it. You know what? It's just missing a watermark. You should just put like Papa Boosty down here at the bottom. And
I'm not at that level yet. I need to get my beard bigger.
Okay, and so no Twitter, no Snapchat. No
I am on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm on Snapchat, but it's a premium Snapchat. Just playing. Yeah, same thing. Boosty. Fucking.
Yeah, man. Cool. Okay, so what about and what's the most reliable way to get a hold of you, like for booking purposes, or if somebody just wants to chit chat about stuff?
Yeah, through Facebook. I have my I am always there. It's always open. If you're more of an Instagram person, again, just find me on Instagram, and I reply pretty quick, especially if it's a show. I will always be there for a show. So,
Nice. Okay, so what about any advice you would give to a young musician?
three things: patience, observation, and adaptation. Patience with yourself, patience to understand that you may not be where you feel you want to be at, but in time, it'll happen. Observation, if whatever scene you're trying to be a part of, you have to respect it and go and actually look around and see what you're trying to be a part of. You can't just show up disrespectfully and be like, I am, So observation, and adaptation. Just a lot of times you have an idea for something and it doesn't go the way you want it, but you can either get mad and throw it aside, or you can just adapt and roll with the punches. I mean, for my music video, I had a completely different idea that I wanted, but my green screen wasn't as wide as I thought it was going to be, so I had to adapt, and I did, and I honestly, it came out better than I thought it was going to be, so,
Nice. Cool. Okay, so like, are there any hidden talents that you have other than like recording? Maybe something that somebody would be surprised to hear that you're into or that you can do.
Chess. I love to play chess. I'm fucking addicted. I have the app. I play with people around the world. I just think it's an awesome game. Teaches you patience. Teaches you how to look at the bigger picture. So, chess. Whoever wants to play me, motherfucker. I will. No, I'm just playing.
Okay, and so like, what are your thoughts on social media bullying?
It's there. Social media in general is a really, really good thing, but just like everything, it has its negatives. And again, I believe if you can think about something, you can give it life, and therefore, if there's already life coming at you in a negative form, you can take that life away, not by death, of course, but just by not acknowledging it. If you don't give it any acknowledgement, it'll fizzle out. It'll fizzle out big time. And I've always been someone who, if I don't like something, I just pretend it doesn't exist, and it comes off as like being a dick, but I mean, it helps me get by. And I've had a lot of people talk shit to me, like even in the Ravati days, people in the music scene. I mean, shit, there's a time when we were gonna open up for Taramellos, and goddamn, the indie scene just attacked Ravati. Everybody was just like even writing it at the pizza joints and stuff like that. But we said, okay, well, sorry you feel like that. We're gonna still bust our ass at the show, So again, it's always gonna be there, but it only gets bigger if you acknowledge it.
Yeah, I think, and it's crazy because like nowadays we're like a very not fast paced, but like we're very quick to turn the page. Like when there's controversy, like with like Tiger Woods, for instance, right? Like when his wife beat his ass and shit after the crash and all. Like it's like a very hot topic for a couple of days, and then it passes, and then it goes away.
Mm-hmm.
Like Charlie Sheen, I mean, what he has won't ever go away, but the fact that he has it, everybody's talking about it, and then just move on.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a whole different way to look at it.
Yeah.
Bullying when somebody we did discuss, people are just looking for attention, and if you don't give it to them, then it just.
And especially when when you're working hard and you have like something that you've built, like for example the metal shop vlogs and all that, it's like you've worked so hard to make this. Why even include anyone who's talking shit to you? The reason they're talking shit to you, that means they're paying attention. And in whatever form that is, they're paying attention. And I've always believed in the art of transformation. So people that give me negativity, I transform that shit into positive shit. And you know what I mean? You just keep moving forward.
Dude, I like that, man. Like that. Good talk.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to Boosty, man. Damn. For breaking it down, dropping knowledge. Shit. He's half my age. Okay, so what about any shout outs that you like to give?
A big shout out first to you two, Papa Joe and Mama Judy. Without people like you, thank you for existing. I mean, a lot of people don't acknowledge how important, this is, what you guys are doing. Like, they just kind of brush it off. And I'm like, dude, be grateful that there's people that are passionate about stuff like that. So shout out to you all. Shout out to Javier Martinez, like always. My brothers in Transient. My brother Ernie, brother Moondog, they helped me a lot with my recording. They're music teachers in high school, and so they helped me a lot with the recording. So shout out to them. Shout out to my mama. Thank you for...
Mama Boosty.
Yeah, Mama Boosty, exactly. Mama Boosty. She's the executive producer of this production, so...
The original, the OG.
Yeah. And she did tell me a while back, because I used to help her out with, like, some promotions. She was, like, working in a theater, and they told her that she had to... they would give her a budget. And it would be up to her to promote 3 movies within that budget. And one time she even had Atomic Pink come out and play. She built a stage one time. She built a bar. She did a haunted house. Like, my mom was kicking ass. And it didn't, like, register to me until, like, literally 3 months ago. I was like, Mom, you had a budget, didn't you? And, I mean, that's like a dream, especially for people that are creative, to be given a budget and to be given that free will. And she would get first place. Because it was like a nationwide thing, and she would always get first place. So, shout out to her.
Yeah, dude, the apple didn't fall far from the tree. Cool, and as always, we want to shout out our awesome sponsors at a live audio. We have nothing but love for Alex and Nicole, man. Mm-hmm. We can't thank them enough for the contribution, man. I mean, just the fact that they were willing to step up and say, you know what, yes. We asked many, and they were the ones that answered the call, man, and we appreciate that.
And the resilience, because Alex has been in this scene for, even before 2010. And it's just, he goes, and then he disappears because he builds himself up again, and then he comes back stronger than before. So shout out to you, Brother Bundy.
Shout out to Alex. We were with them this weekend at their Women Who Rock show, and it was cool, man. It was a nice little thing. You guys make it out. I think it's going to be like a monthly thing, so check it out. Cool. Look into it. And as always, shout out to Mama Judy for just being awesome.
Yeah, man.
And
she's the one who drank the pecan beer, so shout out to that.
She's making up for my lack of
yeah.
Okay, so now it's time for the
Fuego Más Rápido
segment. Dude, in Espanol.
Sí.
And I kind of want to ask these questions in Spanish now. Okay, so I'm going to ask you 5 questions. You have 1.23476 seconds to ask.
To answer.
Okay, so here's number 1. Okay, if a UFO was to land and aliens were to come out and say, brother, come on, join us. Yes or no?
No. I like my planet.
Okay, dude, that's crazy. I thought you would have said, fuck yeah, let me get my shit. Let me get my gear.
I would hang out with them, but I wouldn't go with them.
You could have a show in the UFO.
They probably don't have any good connections, so.
Just playing. Okay, how important do you think it is to have a good band reputation?
Yeah, very important. It's just how you carry yourself, and you could have a good band reputation, but you have a shitty character, then what does it matter? So I think it's more important for a character than the reputation. Oh, I guess it's the same shit, right?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it could be like who you really are, and then what people think you're like. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, I understand that. I understand the response. Cool. Okay, so what's your favorite fragrance of incense?
It used to be Nag Champa, but now it's, I think it's called Vampire Blood, and it's the same company, but it just smells delicious, and I would always have it during the Rivati sessions, and I'm going to have it during my sessions now. So I was gonna bring it today, but I didn't know if someone had
No.
asthma or something. So
Should have brought it. I was expecting you to bring it, dude.
Yeah?
I don't think I've ever
Damn.
seen you perform without it.
yeah. I fucked up.
Okay, so who in El Paso has the best barbecue?
Tony's the Pit Barbecue.
He used to work there. Right?
Yeah, and I vouch they are better than Rudy's, and not just because I used to work there. Like genuinely, they are fucking better than Rudy's.
Dude,
Since
this-
1958.
Let me talk to you about my expertise in barbecue. Like,
Tell
I have
me.
none.
Huh.
Like, I went to Rudy's about 4 years ago, and I didn't like it, man. And I always swore I would never go back because I didn't like it. Because it was too dry for me. And
Yeah.
then, like 2 weeks ago, on a Saturday, we were driving around figuring out where to have lunch. And then Judy's like, let's go to Rudy's. And I was like, nah, it's too dry. She's like, they have a moist barbecue
really?
you can ask for. I was like, what? Yeah, they have a, like, on the menu, it actually says barbecue moist.
Well, they probably had to add it because their brisket was so dry.
Dude, it was so good. We went in there, we
Really?
got some of that, and
Do you
fucking
like
love it.
their
It's
barbecue sauce?
it's like, I do like their sauces, dude. Like my love for Rudy's went up to here.
Wow.
But I do want to try Tony's because I've never been there.
You didn't go?
No?
I thought you went during the because we had like a 50th anniversary and it
No,
was
I've
like
never
50
been
cent
there. Dude,
sandwiches.
I don't even know where it is.
It's on Myrtle, Dallas and Myrtle, like right outside of downtown. So
I have to check that out.
you do after you
Cool,
try
man.
it.
Hey,
It's Rudy's is
Tony's.
gonna go down.
Tony, sponsor us, man. We're giving you free
Yeah.
advertising.
Yeah, but they're local too, so
Yeah.
you know.
Okay, and you mentioned this earlier. Who is your spirit animal?
I don't know. I guess it just depends on the day. I want to say a lion, but that's
That's what I
just
thought
my
you would say.
character, you know. That's just what I like. But I don't know. Sometimes it's a turtle because turtles, you know, they walk so slow, and their home is literally their shell. And I really like that idea. Like you just got to be patient to get to where you're going, and if you got to stop where you're at, you know, you make that place your home. And so I guess
Home
a
is
turtle.
where you are. And all that
turtle.
good stuff. Nice. Dude, a turtle. Hell yeah. You know what? Let's just say a turtle with a lion's mane.
There you go.
A fucking roaring turtle.
Look at that.
Like, come by me, motherfucker.
Oh shit.
Oh, dare you.
Gosh.
Okay, man. So, dude, I want to thank you for coming down and hanging out with us and allowing us to feature you. on
I've been
the
waiting
North
for this
Vlog.
for 2 years, man. 2 years.
Dude, you should have just reached out. But
Well, I didn't have nothing to
you're ready
promote.
now.
Yeah, I didn't have
understand
nothing to
you're ready
promote,
now.
so, yeah.
You should just came and we just talked about Stevie, fucking man. Cool, man. But thank you, man. We appreciate it so much. And honestly, like all the nice things you said about us, we appreciate it so much. But honestly, we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, man. Without the bands and the musicians and the effort you all put into your music. And you know, I know it's a lot of hard work and passion, and we appreciate you guys too, man. We couldn't do any of this without you guys. So, thank you, man.
Mucho amor. Mucho amor.
Mucho amor, pero both directions.
Sí, sí.
It's like a reciprocating thing.
Osmosis.
Cool, man. So,
I'm gonna go see Ozzy
Yeah.
Osbourne in October. I just wanted to bring that up.
oh yeah, dude, that's awesome, man.
I'm fucking
we saw
excited.
him. We
I
saw
know,
Black Sabbath.
I
That's
know.
true.
I heard you in a vlog say that, and I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah, and also I want to mention the fact that my son is graduating from college in 2 days, which this vlog will probably be out afterwards because we're gonna travel. But yeah, just think about this. My son Joseph was a kid for the music scene. He used to play metal, play guitar. He used to jam at venues like the Percolator
And he toured.
and the War Room. And so, if he's a kid from the El Paso music community, past, you know, any kid from El Paso, for that matter, can, you know, get focused and do big things in life. You know, he's graduating from college with his bachelor's program. He already knows what he's going to do for his bachelor's program. He already has a plan, and you know, I can't tell you enough about how proud I am.
have
of
you
him.
ever done a vlog on Joseph?
No, I've talked to him about it, but he's not. My son's not about tooting his own horn, man, at all.
No.
Nah, it's crazy. I mentioned it to him, he's like, nah, I'm okay, Dad. I'm okay. All right, cool. But yeah, man. So just the result of all of his hard work, man. So I just wanted to bring that up.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
Shout
just
out.
a kid from shows. Man. So yeah, thanks for
Do you
tuning
have
in.
any of his recordings? Like, because he does live sets, right?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
And so, like, hell yeah. Look at
Yeah, I
that.
went to his recent senior recital.
You might have to, if he doesn't want to come out, then okay, but then you can just have like a segment of you talking about him and then feature those recordings.
He'll probably get mad. He's still humble, man. I don't know. Cool, man. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in this week, and thanks to Boosty. check him out, man. Go to his shows. Hit him up for his music.
Free demos at the shows.
We
Free
can
demos.
vouch for him. He is Metal Shop approved. Yes. Okay, we'll see you guys next time on the Metal Shop Vlogs.